Hey, what's up YouTube? King James here. Season 3 is on us, and a lot of the meta has changed. They've changed recoil on some guns, they've nerfed the AUG, the M16, and the FFAR because they're trying to shake the meta up. And a couple of guns have become good. They've changed the recoil on the Fara 83 and the AK-47, which I'm going to do videos on both. Today we're talking about the Fara 83. And with the FFAR nerf, they've really made it so that that gun is not that great close to medium range. It's still good, but it's not crazy like it used to be. But there's a gun that's taking its place, and I used it just recently, and it's really good close to medium range. And I think you need to have a quick look at it, because if you're still running the FFAR, the Fara 83 can be the new meta for close to medium range. Let's check it out. So first, let me show you a little video of using the Fara 83. And if you remember the FFAR, how good it was close, medium range, the iron sights, and the recoil pattern, well, they've nerfed it with Season 3. It's not that great anymore. But the Fara 83, they really buffed it. They fixed the crazy recoil that it used to have, and now it shoots super smooth, and the iron sights are nice on it, and it's got a pretty good mag. And now after Season 2, we all have a really cool blueprint to use with it. So I tried it, and I've been using it a lot lately, and man, is it ever good. So look at this guy in the helicopter. I hate guys that do this, just get a helicopter and fly around and squish guys. So I was really glad that I was able to shoot him, but I don't think I could have done that with the old Fara because the thing had such brutal recoil. I'm like, these guys here, no problem to challenge them. Got the first guy, got the second guy, jumped over here and got the third guy. And that's the thing about this gun now. It's super smooth and easy to use. It's really going to replace the FFAR. So let me show you a little bit more footage on what makes it really good now. So first, let's talk about the mobility. The mobility on this gun is crazy now. I don't know if they've buffed it or whether I'm just using different attachments on it now, but it never felt like I could run around this fast and move this quickly with it. Right here, jump off, do a little 180, shoot this guy down, get out of the way of his buddy. Like that kind of stuff, man, is SMG territory type movement. I had no problem doing it. I know there's a guy over here, run over, get fast ADS, boom, get the down. And speaking of the recoil, if you remember this from my original Season 2 Fara 83 video, I was shooting this guy and I couldn't hit him because it was just wandering left and right. So I'm having to burst it right there just like that. But now enter Season 3 and they fixed the recoil, and look at this. I'm able to laser guys iron sight at sort of that medium range, no problem. This guy's flying in, just get it right on him. The gun's super smooth and stable, and it never used to be like that. So they've really fixed the recoil pattern on this thing. So here's the recoil pattern on the gun from Season 2, and I just pulled this back out of my archive, and look at that huge left to right. That's what made the gun so hard to use, because it wandered. You just couldn't shoot it. Now this is now, and it just sort of goes over to the right and then over to the left and sort of straight up. It's got a really easy recoil pattern now. I have no problem controlling this. So look at the two. Look at this wander. This is what made it right here. This part in the center made it so brutal to use, where now it's super smooth. So I decided I'm going to grab the axial arms and just make sure I didn't screw something up. So I got it beside and I shot it up the wall the same way as I did before, right beside the iron sight pattern. And if you noticed, it's actually a little tiny bit shorter. So I grabbed the iron sight one again and shot it up, and it ended at the exact same spot. So one thing about the axial arms is the only difference between these two guns is it's got a slightly lower recoil pattern, which is interesting, but it's just barely. That doesn't really matter. So I've been using the Fara 83 with the new Swiss K31. It's a new sniper rifle that unlocks in the battle pass, and well, you know what that means. I downed one.
I'm taking.
Kate in the safe zone.
Down. All right, more on that later, but let me show you my build for the Fara 83. But just before I do that, I want to say thanks to everybody who's recently subbed to the channel and is here watching my videos and showing all that love and support and leaving hilarious comments on my videos. I love that, guys. So thank you so much for that. And if you haven't subbed to the channel, consider subscribing, because it really does help small content creators like myself. All right, let me show you my build. So to start, I'm building my gun off of the Vulture XO blueprint. This is the level 100, I think, Battle Pass blueprint that we got in Season 2. And it's reactive, so as you get kills, it changes colors. It's pretty cool. But anyway, for the muzzle, using the GRU suppressor. So still as good as Season 2, sound suppression, vertical recoil control, bullet velocity, and damage range. And this is an AR, so getting extra velocity and damage range is amazing. So really going to get you into that FFAR territory, if not better. I actually think it's better. And then for the barrel, I'm using the Spetsnaz RPK barrel. Effective damage range, bullet velocity, so even more range and velocity, and strafe speed. Now the negative on this is vertical and horizontal recoil control. But as you saw in that picture, it's actually pretty good. And it doesn't have a lot of recoil left or right or, or vertically. So it doesn't matter, but the strafe speed that you get with this, that's what makes the mobility on it so high. And I'm not using a laser or an optic. And for the stock, I'm using the KGB skeletal stock. I've been using this on a lot of guns lately, and I really love the sprint to fire time and the mobility of it. And for the ammunition, I normally round the 40 round, but this time I'm running the 50 because the ADS penalty is very small and it's still really fast ADS. So I've been running that and it was really successful. And for the underbarrel, you probably think I'm going to say the Spetsnaz grip, but I'm not. It doesn't have a lot of horizontal or vertical recoil control, especially close to medium range. I'm using the infiltrator because it's even more mobility. And that's one thing that makes this gun really good right now is the high mobility and the fact that it hits really hard and is now smooth. It's the new close medium range meta. Forget your FFAR. This is it, guys. So if you do like to use the gun with an optic and you want to use it medium long range, go ahead and grab your Axial Arms 3X and replace the KGB skeletal stock. And then instead of the infiltrator grip, go down and grab the Spetsnaz grip for that extra horizontal and vertical recoil control. Because when you're shooting longer ranges, it will be better if you have that little bit of extra to be able to hit your shot. So grab that. And this is how I would run it for longer range. Give me your thoughts in the comment section down below. Are you still using the FFAR, or do you think you want to try the Fara 83? I had a ton of success with it, and after the nerf on the FFAR, I really think that this is going to be the next meta. The close medium range, how powerful this thing is, it's crazy. I had a ton of success with it recently using it, pairing it with a sniper, or you can use any other long range gun. This thing really rips, man. Even at longer ranges, I found I had no problem getting downs with it. So give it a shot. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you have another way that you've been using this or slightly different attachments, hit me up and let me know what they are, because I really love to try different ways of running the gun. And as always, guys, if you don't see me in Warzone, if you don't see me in multiplayer, it's only a matter of time, baby. King James out.